Hello and welcome to Puzzle Master. This is the Puzzle Guy, and in this video I will show you how to solve the Triforce puzzle from the Legend of Zelda series. The difficulty level of the Triforce puzzle is 9 out of 10 on a Puzzle Master's difficulty scale that runs from 5 to 10, and the goal of the puzzle is to take it apart and reassemble it again. The Triforce puzzle has 4 parts and they are somehow connected together. At the first glance it looks like the connection is very loose since you can move the parts, but when you try to take them apart you won't succeed. But at some point you will find that you can spread the parts a little bit, but that's it. There are no other moves and you have to find what is happening inside, how the mechanics works in order to take the puzzle apart. And once it is disassembled, you have to find a way how to assemble it back together, since it will be another different challenge this time, since it will be a dexterity challenge where you have to assemble all parts. First of all, put all parts in the correct way, and only then you will be able to assemble them all together in one smooth motion. If you like the Triforce puzzle and you want to buy it, go to puzzlemaster.ca, and if you want to see the solution of this puzzle, keep watching the video. And now I will show you how to solve the Triforce puzzle. So first of all, as I already mentioned, when you flip the puzzle, when it is facing up with the logo up, you won't be able to move any of the parts, but when you flip it to the other side, you will be able to spread the puzzle a little bit. Here is a little bit tricky part, since I've tried many different approaches. One of them was completely random. When the puzzle is spread, you just have to shake it a lot and the puzzle will fall apart. It happens sometimes. I will explain why a little bit later, but for now, as you can see, it doesn't happen. Another approach that I tried was to spin the puzzle when it is standing up like that, but it doesn't work like all the time. Sometimes it works perfectly, sometimes no. Maybe you can try to spin it a couple of more times, but sometimes it even won't spread just a little bit. So quite a tricky part here. And the last approach, which is, I'm not sure if it is 100% correct, but what you can do is to spread the parts a little bit, then you flip it to the front side and listen to what is happening inside. There are metal pins, and when you hear they drop down, that's probably the moment when you can disassemble the puzzle. It doesn't work like all the time. This puzzle is actually more like a dexterity challenge, but after a couple of tries I can already see that this part and this part are released. The only issue is in top part, but while I will be flipping it, the top part, the other parts will be locked as well. And when you find the correct position of all parts, you will be able to take it apart. And now I'll try to explain what is happening inside. As you can see, we have 3 exactly the same parts, and the middle piece, which is actually just the middle piece, it's just a fun part. But all the magic happens right here. Each piece has this small cutout and there is a metal pin. When you flip it, it comes out. And there is another metal pin on this side. And when they are connected together, the parts are held by those pins. And to take it apart, you have to either spin it in such a way that both pins will go in the opposite directions, and then you will be able to release the parts. But it doesn't work all the time, since the pins are quite loose. As you can see, it moves freely inside. You can move it up and down, and probably that's why it won't work when you spin it. So the only option, when you put the puzzle like that, one of the pins goes down, and then there is a moment when you tilt the puzzle back, when one pin is moving out, but the first pin isn't coming out yet, and that is the moment when you can separate the parts. So quite tricky, but that's the only efficient way how to solve the puzzle that I found so far. The other two, the random method, actually works as well. When you shake it like crazy, at some point all the pins will go inside and you will be able to take the puzzle apart. But there are 6 pins here, so you have to be pretty lucky to solve it this way. Now, back to assembling. First of all, you have to make sure that you put all parts in a correct way. Each piece has one cutout with a small part in the middle and another one like a big cutout. So you have to make sure that all parts are facing this bigger cutout up. And now you have to align them in the perfect way in order to assemble everything back together. Like you see, there are parts that go like that each piece goes inside of another piece, and then you will be able to put all of them together. But don't forget about the middle piece. If you don't put it, you have to disassemble the puzzle and start over. So let's try again. If I put everything correct, I will be able to lock the puzzle easily. Yeah, that's done. Now you don't have to do anything else. The puzzle is locked and you have to try to solve it again. Actually, I didn't solve it put it back together the correct way, since now I can spread the parts when the logo is facing up. So I had to rotate this part in the opposite direction. Let's try to take it apart and see if I will succeed this time. Yeah, this time it was a little bit quicker and easier. Now I put the triangle in the middle. I put this part back, and then I grab this part and put it back as well. And now I have to align everything properly, and then I will be able to lock the puzzle back, and it is solved. That was the solution of the Triforce puzzle from Hanayama. If you like this puzzle and you want to try the rest puzzles of the Legend of Zelda series, go to puzzlemaster.ca. Thank you for watching. See you next time.